Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about UFOs and alien abductions. Hi, my name is Jessie and welcome. So if you want to subscribe down below, that'll be awesome, or comment or give me a thumbs up. And so let's begin. Okay, I'm going to do something totally different. So welcome to my channel. My name is Jessie, you're YouTube, and I love makeup and skincare, and I love UFOs. Okay, just don't judge me yet. So, as I do my makeup today, I want to talk about Betty and Barney Hill. It's one of the first stories of an alien abduction, and it's so interesting. So I'm going to start with the basics because I feel like I have so much random knowledge in my head, but I want to act like you guys are beginners, novices, kind of like I'm a novice with makeup. So I'm gonna do my makeup as I talk. You might see not all of it on screen because I kind of got distracted, but I hope you enjoy it. So I'm gonna be using this palette because I love it. Okay, so Betty and Barney Hill. So they were driving from Canada back to their home in New Hampshire, and they were driving through the White Mountains. And as they were driving, they saw this big bright light behind their car, and it seemed like it was following them. And initially they're like, oh, it's a plane, it's, I don't know, a big flashlight, it's something. So they really just kind of ignored it. But then Barney Hill got out his binoculars. That's agingness, yep. And he looked and he thought, or he knew that he saw these little gray men, and he thought they were like smiling at him. So he was like, we're gonna get out of here as fast as possible, and they hightailed it back home to New Hampshire. So when they got there, they realized that way more time had gone by than they thought it had. Their watches stopped working, their shoes were scuffed, they had torn clothes, and they had minor injuries. And after that, for months, Betty Hill had these nightmares. And so finally, they decided to go to a UFO investigator, and they told them their story. So the UFO investigator somehow leaked their story. And mind you, this was the first real documented UFO case in our time, because if you go way back, there are so many more documented cases that I will get into at a later date. But so after this, they decided to go to a Dr. Benjamin Simon, who was a psychologist, and a hypnotist. Yeah, Jess. Okay, so Dr. Benjamin Simon put them under, and that is how they had their memories. And I don't know, what a hypnotist does. So there are many myths and misconceptions about hypnosis, but it actually is a therapeutic process that you get put under, and it's a tool that helps you remember things. So that's what Betty did. It has so many therapeutic benefits. It helps with anxiety, and it kind of helps you remember those things that you just don't remember. So I don't know if I would ever get hypnotized. Okay, maybe I would. I would do it for the experience. But, so, if something like this happened to me, I'm in. Call me a hypnotist. So in 1964, when they were hypnotized by Dr. Simon, they remembered a lot of things. And it was pretty scary because, one minute you're driving home from Canada, and the next minute you are missing all this time. So they remembered a lot. Apparently Betty was shown a star system by these grays, and the grays I feel like we hear about them the most, and they look not terrifying, but they probably are the most terrifying. Maybe just my opinion. No, she drew the star map from memory, and for years and years, they tried to find if the star map was any of the stars in our galaxies. And eventually, one doctor did find that it was eerily accurate. But I do need to put a side note in that, you know, our star maps and our technology has changed. So since then, found that that star map wasn't as accurate as they thought it could be. So that's a bummer, but that doesn't discredit the story for me. Because who would want to go in front of the world and say, I was abducted by aliens? I think that sounds pretty terrifying, and unless it was true, I wouldn't say it. So, this started the whole everything for abduction stories. This was the beginning. So this was the first abduction story. You know, Roswell happened June 25th, 1947. And since then, I feel like it really opened up America and the world's eyes to the possibility of what could be out there. I mean, there were books written and stuff before that I can link below. But really, the Roswell Air Force Army base released the fact that there was a UFO crash landing before they took back that statement, was pretty like incredible. So that obviously was the catalyst that made everything possible. But since then, if you look into it, there are so many abductee experiencer stories, and they're so fascinating. And I just feel like Betty and Barney Hill were the OGs for this. They were the beginning. They came out even though they knew they'd be ridiculed, and they told their story. So while all of you guys may not believe that aliens exist, I do, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Some people believe in ghosts or believe in heaven or hell. I believe that there is so much out there in the universe that we don't know about. I want to know everything. I want to know what happens in the galaxies so far away. I want to know what has happened in the past, like ancient astronauts, ancient aliens. I just want to make sure I'm not saying that and gonna get in trouble. No relation to the TV show. But you know, the ancient astronauts is what we called them. And it really is a whole subculture that I am involved in because I believe that it's true. So, tell me your thoughts. Do you believe aliens are real? Do you believe that there is more out there than just us? Because how is it possible that we, on this tiny, tiny planet called Earth, are the only intelligent life? I just think that it's impossible. So, I would love to know what you think. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Let's make this controversial. Because it is a Friday afternoon, and I am kind of bored. And I would love to know your thoughts. So, anyways, that is my topic for today. I figured it'd be more fun to talk about something that I love than just to ramble about what I'm putting on my face, which I'm putting on Truly Madly Deeply by ColourPop, which is beautiful. I just want to do a pretty look. We get our kids today, my boyfriend's kids. So Friday is like our family night, and I want to look pretty. If you have any other cool alien stories or UFO stories or questions, please put it in the comments. I would love to give you my thoughts on everything. And yeah. So since I was little, I believed in aliens. I remember my sister had a nightmare when she was like, I don't know, 6, that she was abducted by aliens in a limousine. And it kind of just fascinated me. And she was terrified for a very long time. And I'm not saying that she was, but I'm just saying that it ignited this passion for me. Like, my son's name is Silas, but I call him Sci-Fi. And really everything that I do, it's always space themed, because I don't know, it just makes me happy. And so if I ever need to relax, I put on the TV show Ancient Aliens, and I binge it. I've watched every episode so many times, and I'm not saying all of it is true. It is all conjecture and it's all theory, but I like to believe that it could be true, and it's just what I believe. So when I was picking what story I wanted to talk about today, I knew that I had to start with the beginning. Well, the beginning, of this. So I would love to be invited to be on an Indian reservation and, like, honestly let them talk to me about everything, all the cool stuff that I'm sure that, they reserve for their people. I wish I could know their stories, because I can only imagine, like, if you think about it, the reservations are in between all of our land, and there are so many UFO sightings on reservations, and I just wish that I could be a part of that. I do. I wish that I could know more. I wish that if the government knows that UFOs and aliens are real, they should let us know, because it kind of sucks that we have no idea if it's not or if it is. And I think it's time. It is time that they just let us know. So, hashtag tell us the truth, because that's what I want. So, like I asked, do you have a favorite extraterrestrial story? Have you ever seen a UFO? Ooh, please tell me if you have. I would love to know a personal story. I feel like I look up in the night sky so often, and I would love to have that validation to know that we aren't alone. Because you feel like you question, why are we here? Why are we on this planet? Why are we on this earth? Why were we born? I feel like so many of those questions about who we are and who came before us really goes back to who was here before we were. And I think until we know that truth and we talk about it and we accept that we are not the highest species on the food chain, I think until then, we are just lying to ourselves. And that's sad. Real quick, this mascara, I've probably said it before, it's Urban Decay Perversion, and I got it in a trial size. It is my favorite mascara out of everything I own. It is so amazing. And think about it. If you have to change your mascaras out every 3 months, you really never use a whole bottle of mascara. So I am going to probably buy a big one of this. But I just thought I would let you know about that. And one more thing about just makeup. My lips are super chapped. I don't know why, but like the inside of my lips, I feel like when there's skin, I bite it, which is horrible. So I bought this super inexpensive NYX Bear With Me Cannabis Sativa, which I don't believe in completely, but it's not scented, I don't think. It's a lip conditioner. I've been using this for 3 days straight. It healed my picked bit lip issue. So this was so inexpensive, but such a great a great purchase. So this is my Friday afternoon look. So I am going to have a great evening with my family, with my boyfriend. But please subscribe down below, and thank you so much for watching. Give me more suggestions on stories, because even if no one likes this, I'm gonna do this for me because I'm obsessed. And since my boyfriend is probably so sick of me rambling to him all the time about everything like this, I'm gonna ramble to you. So, my name's Jessie, you are YouTube, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Full disclosure for anybody, these are just my personal opinions. So I'm not telling you that you have to believe in this, but this is what I've always believed, and so take it with a grain of salt or believe it wholeheartedly. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. And so my name's Jessie, you're YouTube, and thank you for watching. So bye, have a good day.